Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Friday afternoon stream. Boy, it feels weird starting at this time, eh? How are we all doing? Can you hear me okay and see me okay and all that good stuff? Have you all had a good week? It felt pretty weird not streaming last night. It's going to take a little bit of adjustment. Probably for me and you guys. Let's move this microphone out of the way a bit. There we go. It's Thursday, lol. Feels like Saturday now.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Anyway, have you guys had a good week? Audi Lover, thank you for 10 months. Eeyore, thank you for 11. Valorio, welcome back. Crusher UK, feeling old but enjoying your streams. Welcome back, PC Geek, Sim Games Fan 29. Moth 4, welcome back. One Jarrett, 38 months. Thank you for your subs and resubs, guys. It was weird with no stream yesterday. Probably take a couple of weeks before you get used to that. Luke Dawson, late in Australia. Australia, mate. What is it, about 11 PM or something? I said on Discord last night thinking you might find it odd not streaming. Yeah, it'll take some adjustment. Loving the YouTube vids to fill the week, Ash Pringle. Well, that's the flip side, isn't it? You get the content in the week. Some of you guys may remember before this game released into early access, we built a factory and it looked nothing like this. There's a very good reason why the factory that you saw looked nothing like this. That's because this is a different factory. Imp Twitch London, dude. Nice. Is that this weekend? Nice. Don't get too drunk. Yeah. The save game from the stream loads, but it won't let anybody join the multiplayer. It's the weirdest thing. So the save game from pre-early access that we played, I can load, but nobody can join me. And I even sent that game to Puppies to load, and I couldn't join him, but I could join any other game he created, and vice versa. So basically, we cannot continue with that old game in multiplayer. Just can't do it, which is a bit of a shame. So what I've done is loaded up the game. Here's one I made earlier, kind of thing. Well, not just me, but we'll load this up. And this is not that far. It's like a little bit further forward than where we were. It's a bit more built up. It has a second floor. And we've got a couple of things unlocked that weren't unlocked. However, otherwise, it's more or less the same, just done slightly better, really. I can give you a tour of the factory, but I'll have to do that anyway because, well, Puppies is playing, but Jack's going to join, and he's not seen the factory anyway, so he'll probably need to have a look around too. So we'll do a bit of a tour. Yeah, the more I play the game, the more I learn how to play the game, therefore the better things start to get, if you see what I mean. So basically this game is on unlocked up to tier, well, we've just unlocked tier 5, 6 stuff, I think, which is oil production, but we haven't done any of that. So you won't miss anything, really. You've been playing it since it released, Jones. How far have you got? Yeah, I'm sure you would, Jack. Right, if I drag Puppies and Jack down into the Discord room, this game's addictive. Yep. If I drag them down, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll say hi to the stream.
Right of the stream.
Hey.
Let's see if we can get some volume levels going here. Okay, right. Are you going to join the game then, Jack?
I'm already in.
Oh,
On the
okay.
hub.
Right, can you hear those
See a
guys
yellow
okay?
person.
No, Costal. The YouTube video is completely separate. Hendo, I would say Factorio is still the most addictive thing. Factorio is probably one of the most addictive games on the planet right now. It should come with a health warning. Right, where should we start with this then? Let's start outside of the mining area. So head west. Let's go west. There we go.
As long as they don't want to see the coal.
Yeah. So this is the wet. This is where all the mines are, isn't it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry, I was
yeah.
distracted. Mrs. Squirrel just bought me a lot of cake.
Oh, lucky you.
Ginger cake, isn't it? Yeah, ginger cake.
I love a nice bit of ginger cake.
So we've got, I think, Mark II miners on the limestone now.
Nice.
Yep.
So they're chucking out like 120 units a minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
yeah.
backed up.
I should point out to the stream, because Darkwolf saying it wasn't purple before, I should point out that this is not the map that we was on, the first map that you could only play during pre-early access. This is the second map, the rocky one. Hence why it looks a bit different. It gets very, very, very misty in this map. As in, you can't see past your own
Bright
nose.
as well.
So yeah, basically, you know, the mining's done out here, generally speaking. I find it better personally to smelt locally. So you mine it, chuck it into a container, and then smelt it straight away, and then send that off to the factory. That's generally how things are being done.
Yeah, I do the same thing on my own map.
So we've got copper and concrete coming in this side. Iron is same thing, but over that side. And then everything just really just goes into the factory. Now, on the ground floor primarily is iron stuff, and the second floor primarily is steel and copper. That's more or less how it's split at the moment.
Cool.
So all the iron ingots are coming in here, and then they're just running through a load of constructors and stuffs, split for efficiency.
Do you want to show them off
straight-
the achievement and that's right.
We'll show them surprise later. Hang on. So if you want copper doodads, coil things, they're here, and cables are here. So if you ever want... Actually, it looks like copper's being done down here. Sure, puppies, I thought. So we had that upstairs.
Nope, copper, iron downstairs, steel and concrete upstairs.
Oh, that's right. Steel and concrete upstairs, copper and iron downstairs. That's how we're rolling. Yes, it's powered from coal. Yeah, we'll go and take a look at the coal power plant shortly. So this is where you can grab some things, and then further down here, of course, is where more advanced stuff starts to get made. So let's see. Over here, you've got your rotors. So if you need rotors, you can come here for them. Down here, you've got more... Basically, the end with containers where you can sort of pick things up. Here, this is where reinforced plates are going in. There's quite a few of those going in now. They're extremely useful. We have, if you look at this kind of stack here, this I think I made this last night, actually. This is nuts, this thing. The top belt there is a Mark III belt, so you can see screws absolutely flying along. And they're coming from upstairs. Screw production's done upstairs now, and then one of the belts is taken down here just to make reinforced plates.
That's some speed on those belts. I'm
Oh,
still working with Mark 1s.
Right, come with me.
Stand on one.
Come with me, Jack. You'll like this. So there's little stairways that you can get around on the outside as well. Here's one of them.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Okay, right. So you can go up the ladder on these things.
Yeah, I love these ladders. They're so simple and they work
This is
so
a
well.
this is a Mark III belt, so just jump on that.
Wow, that speed.
Yeah, it's like it's so quick you can't stop yourself. It's just insane how quick these belts go.
That's awesome.
And they're not the fastest. The Mark IV goes at like 400 and something.
Jeez.
So if you belted across the map, you could go real fast.
You know, I'm thinking with the construction abilities of this game, I'm thinking people are going to start making maps that are like adventure puzzle maps where you have to try and like, jump your way around stuff and things.
Quite possibly. I mean, wait till they add
yeah,
mod
yeah.
support. You're going to get some crazy construction.
Oh yeah.
Luke Dawson, hope for a great stream. Going to go to bed. Hope to be here for the next stream. Live tomorrow, Luke, same time. Have a good sleep. Thank you for the biddies. Milan Radstake 15, Intox with 23, Jerkham with 15, NM Tech with 35, Intruder Emerald I would enjoy the first weekend of the new schedule more if I wasn't working every night this week. Oh no. Well, I hope you can get to join in a bit, Intruder.
Happy anniversary.
Mr. Libido, 24 months, 2 years. I'd get less time in prison for theft. Someone stole your beard, Dave. Hooch, 32 months, haven't been to stream much lately. Love the new highlights you show starting before. Thank you, Hooch. Hope you can pop in a bit more, mate. Raskar, 33, Audi level 10. And I think that brings us up to date, though. So yeah, what have we got going into here? I can't remember, actually. Is it just screws? Oh yeah, I think we're just storing screws for now because this particular belt isn't being used. This is like reserved for whatever we're doing next with them.
Yeah.
But this whole construction here is just about making screws. That's all this thing does.
Yeah, I keep running low on screws on my one, so that's a good plan.
Now, if you want concrete, this is where you want to be, right? Triple stack concrete full up. So if you want to build stuff, concrete's right there.
Wow.
And you can always get in and out easily because there's a nice ramp over here. So you can bring your truck up here. And there's one on the north side there, same thing.
You know, I thought I was doing quite well, but this place really puts me to shame.
Well, this is like as far as we've got so far, but there's lots more to be done.
Yeah.
Like we're not making modular frames yet, as Mr. Puppy's knows.
Don't get me started on that.
You may have mentioned that, yeah.
But what we should do is we've only got 2 tractors, so let's make Jack a tractor, and then we'll go and have a look at the coal production, because that's kind of fun.
Okay.
Yes, I want to see this power plant you were talking about.
So downstairs we'll be able to find rotors and stuff. Is this my tractor, or is this...
This
Have you
one's
made
yours,
a
Paul.
truck yet?
Sorry, which one? That one.
The one the one you're standing at. The one against the wall's mine.
Right, this is my tractor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jack, we
right.
can't make trucks yet because we need plastic, and for plastic we need oil processing.
Ah, right, okay.
Are you making stuff that then gets sent
Get
back
like
and sold on your
another
home
person to spin on
planet?
this while you drive.
That's a bit undefined at the moment. At the moment, you basically sacrifice stuff to the space elevator to kind of unlock tech tiers. But if you look at the space elevator, there's a couple of big inputs on it, which implies at some point you're going to have to start feeding items for them. So I don't actually know yet how that's going to pan out. No, you can't paint the tractors, and that is seriously annoying. I have tried to paint the tractors.
The base, lucky.
I've tried to paint the tractors, and it won't let you, which is an oversight, I think, because being able to color code them would be
I'm just gonna
extremely
make you
useful.
one, Jack.
Nearly maybe one with the ground.
You hope they bring in overclocking. You've got overclocking. You can overclock and underclock any assembler or production or constructor or miner. You just put a shard into here and you can basically overclock 50% units, but the power requirement goes up exponentially. The other thing you can do is you can underclock things, and you might think like, why would you want to underclock something? But it's all to do with ratios. Certain things, for example, I think concrete's one of them. Certain things, in order to construct concrete, because of the rate that the limestone comes in, you have to overclock it like 134%, or you can have 2 constructors and underclock them each to like 67%, and then you get like perfect ratios so that everything that's coming in gets produced. It's like fine-tuning. Hey Warb, I missed some resubs. Rip. Are we building a farm soon? Lol. Yoshi, thank you for 35 months. Mr. Warb, welcome back. So when's the next Factorio Addictive stream? Lol. Closing in on the diamond nut, Yoshi. Thank you, sir. Right, have we built Jack a tractor?
Doing it now. I just had to run and grab some stuff.
Now, here's something I've noticed that's a bit odd. If you jump in your tractor and press the V key, nothing happens. If you jump out of your tractor and press the V key, you get a flashlight. And with the flashlight on, if you jump in your tractor, you then get a flashlight.
That's
But
weird.
it's what's actually happening is the guy driving on the back is holding the flashlight, so as you turn, the kind of flashlight turns with it. It's just weird. But that's how you can get
Although-
lighting when you're driving.
On the animation, your tractor has lights on.
Yeah, so it does. But you can't, look at that, you can't turn, they're on now. So if I turn my flashlight off and then get in,
I mean, I hope
They're
they're
still
on
on.
anyway.
No,
Either
they're
that, or they've just painted them white to look like lights, but they're not really lights.
I think maybe the latter. Yeah, you can
Also,
save
every
power with
time you jump off
underclocking.
your tractor, it drops into the floor for half a second.
I'm just here to listen to the dulcet tones and give him some of Amazon's money, Warb. Thank you very much. Woohoo! Is that your tractor?
Yeah, I'm still trying to make Jack go on.
Oh, I thought that was Jack's. Firefighter, how you doing? Does anyone
Takes
know
my
why I
favourite
can't use
thing
sub
that I love
emotes?
making.
Yeah,
Sim
but
Games
thank you,
fan, try
it's not so
typing
bad.
it in directly. Try typing the
use
name of
screws and
emote
rods.
in directly.
Plates.
You might just have to restart the browser page or app or whatever you're in. It probably just hasn't realised that you're subbed. Just type in the word like SQRL and then capital HI. Just try that. Good morning, Home Alive. How you doing? 3 tractor hype.
Yeah. I'm surprised your one isn't pinkable.
You can't paint them. It's annoying.
Oh, that's not good.
Let me get out this way. We can, can't we? Right, puppies. I'll let you lead us to the coal.
Let's go.
Look at that. When you're in the tractor, your name's written backwards.
How weird.
Now we need to be careful because there's an automated tractor driving around here. Hence the blue triangles. There you go, Sim Games. Yeah, Bob, you just have the SQRL bit has to be in complete lowercase. Where are you going?
It's not up on the bridge.
Oh, I thought we were going to show them that first.
Well, you can if you want. You just got to be careful that you don't hit the other truck.
Yeah, there is always that. I don't know where the other truck is at the moment. So the problem with this bit, Jack, is it's a one-way road. Okay,
Yeah.
so what we'll do is we'll go up, and if we see the AI come in, we'll have to dive off.
Sounds like fun.
Because we only have one lane. We should probably try and make 2. But you need to see this. If you hear me say dive, 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 it means jump off. Because he's coming.
Oh, wow, this is a bit of a climb for these, isn't it?
This is a mine here, but I think that's Caterium or something. So this is extreme engineering, this is.
Wow, that's a nice bridge.
It was fun making this. Because everything below us is either full of like toxic stuff that wants to kill you, or it's really like bumpy and hilly. And if you want to automate a truck, this is just the easiest way of doing it. Steve, welcome back. You know, I've not seen the AI truck. I'm wondering if it's still here.
Could have fallen off.
I was going to say, but he's fallen off. I have seen that before. You load the game in and the AI falls off the bridge.
Oh, God.
Or Jack does.
That's unfortunate.
Did you fall off?
Yeah, I'll take the land route.
Lol. Well, anyway, there's the coal generation plant down there on the left. You fell off, Jack, just as we was getting to the interesting bit.
Yeah, I can see it from here. That is a nice plant. See, I've got 4 coal plants up online right now. Which is just way more than I need.
Yeah, so that's 400 megawatts down there.
Yeah.
No,
It was
we don't
great.
need
I
walls.
looked at,
We need a
when I
second
turned mine
lane.
online, I was looking at one of the power poles, and I saw my capacity just go like off the chart.
Echolos, good afternoon.
The AI is coming.
Oh my god! Dive, dive, dive! Let's play chicken. Ah!
I saw that.
No, I'm in the
Oh, you
water.
jumped up in a bad
Oh, rip, I'm
place.
actually in the water. Can't censor or use tractor, it's submerged. No, I'm going to die down here. Wait, how am I supposed to reset this?
Aren't you have to dismantle the truck?
Are you serious?
Nope. Well, yeah, I am. You have to dismantle it and then reassemble it on the land.
But what about all the stuff in the back? Oh, do you know, this is a
Grab it
horrible
on your
place.
person.
Is
I'm
that...
glad I dropped off when I did now.
Oh, man. Wait, how do you actually swim underwater? I've got tons of stuff in the back. This is depressing. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put some stuff on storage on land and disassemble it.
Yeah, if you swim over here, then I can
Paul,
come and
can you
grab some
dismantle
stuff.
your truck? I've grabbed all your stuff out the back.
I don't have enough room to dismantle and put the bits into the backpack.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
It's suddenly turned into Stormworks Build and Rescue. Loopy, thank you for 19 months. No, you can't destroy rocks in the
I'm
game, but you
thinking
can build
double
around
lane,
them.
Definitely a good idea.
The what, sorry?
Double lane.
Yeah, that always was on the list of things to do. But normally we don't need to drive down there. We're going to take you to where the coal comes from, but it's basically just a truck factory next to a coal mine, and then the automated truck just goes there.
I can't do anything with this.
I can't get out the water.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, seriously? How do you get out the water?
You've got to try and find a bit like a lip that you can actually go up. There you go, you did it.
I've rescued your truck.
This is nuts. Time off. Forgot about the change of schedule. Yay for email heads. Thank
Just
you.
swim upwards.
Thank you, Time off. I can't get out. Let's go around here. Did you hear Twitch added 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 year sub badges? No. When was this announced for another donut? I've not seen this.
There's a beach just round the corner.
Hey, I'm back on dry land. Crazy game. Did you say you disassembled it?
I've got it all.
Phew. Yeah, I might just build that second lane as a matter of course, to be honest. No, I don't think there's any sharks in it. You saw a tweet from a British streamer. Not seen that. Snake the
Nice
Jake,
drop
welcome back.
sounds you get from these.
The what?
The tractors make a nice sound.
They do, but the gearing as you drive them is just wrong. Like, it's like one of those, movies where the guy's in a car driving fast and he just keeps changing gears and he must have like 50 gears because he just keeps changing them constantly. It's like that.
Yeah. Also, I've noticed if you take all the fuel out, or if you've got no fuel in it at all anyway, and you get on, it still does the start-up animation.
Chainsaw does the same. It's pretty weird. Thank you, Monsieur Puppies.
No problem.
Also,
I think I've put everything back in.
check out the lightsaber, which is just beastly. And you can actually knock people with this. You can actually do damage to each other.
That wasn't nice.
You did this to me yesterday. Hey! There's no way to block currently.
Please don't hit me again. I'm on 1 HP.
Do you want some nuts?
Please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Go fight the spiders. Yeah, we've not really been to the caves yet on this. It's just been building.
Well, I made it here anyway.
Fast and Furious is 18 speed full of transmissions. Fast and Furious is one of the Fast and Furious is where they have that plane, don't they, going down a runway which somebody calculated to be something like 30 miles long. Like if you look at how long it's like going along before it actually takes off, it's like 15 minutes or something. So anyway, that's pretty much it, Jack. That's like the grand tour right there.
Yeah. Your truck gets stuck, or the tractor gets stuck when it pulls in.
When it pulls into the truck stop.
Yeah, it comes down off the ramp, turns like left to do a loop round to in front of the truck stop, but where that storage box for the coal, it kind of falls off just behind that, and then has to reverse up to get itself back up on, and then it drives around.
W. Mason, thank you for 11 months.
Doing its job.
It is, but if it falls off and doesn't manage to get back on, it's just not going to do it.
What truck stop are we on about?
The one at coal pickup.
Okay.
Oh, the coal pickup. I thought you meant the base.
No.
Yeah, this is why we made the bridge, because just driving down here is a real pain. What have you missed? Everything up till this point. I guess those aren't destructible then. Can you increase the height of the power poles? No. The only way that you could increase the power pole height is to actually put it on a stack of platforms. Really? How can that be indestructible to a tractor like this? You love this game, but you can't. Just found out you can put a miner on top of foundations. You can, yeah. You can even put the space elevator on foundations, but most people don't have enough concrete at that point. I was thinking you should probably try and style the factory a little bit as well, as in, you know, the other kind of wall. It's like a brownish coloured wall, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
And I was thinking maybe put those at the kind of floor level height, if you see what I mean. So you know, when you look on the outside, you can see how many floors it's got easily, and which is the floor entrance.
Yeah, we can do.
I mean, that's just a complete faff thing to do, but...
Can't we paint it?
Well, that's a good point, actually. Probably could.
The gun and stuff's in your truck.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Let's see if we can paint a tile. Let's see, zapper, paint gun, and colour cartridge. What colour do we want it?
What colours are there?
Okay, that didn't paint. That's not changing colour. That's changing colour. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe these are unpaintable. which is inside and which is outside on this thing? Oh, yeah, you see, you can paint that one, but you can't paint the corrugated, like, whatever that is, metal one.
So you can paint the wooden wall, but not the metal wall.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, so you'd have to replace the whole floor section with the other style. And then you can paint it. Interesting how they've got paintable and unpaintable instead of just multiple styles of paintable. Joe Hale, thank you for 11 months.
Yeah,
Love his early
it's the
streams.
metal
Thank you,
as
Joe.
well. It looked wood to me.
I think it looks wood just because of the colour, because it's made out of metal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the outside, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It actually looks the same on both sides, really. Actually, no, it's not quite the same. There's these little black things on it, little black markers.
Dunno.
Yeah, so what I was thinking was, like, we'd not have that. We'd basically have, like, this. So this, because this is the floor level, you'd have this as the coloured level.
Yep.
And then further up where that one is, that would be the same. That whole floor would be that level, that colour. Or you can even just change them all to paintable and then just colour code the levels. I mean, there's loads of ways you can do this.
Alternating works, I guess.
Happy
I
anniversary.
don't know, it's whatever you think looks best. I mean, it is pure faff. It's pure aesthetics.
Yeah.
What's interesting, though, is once you've painted something with a paint gun, if you change the colour palette, like the colour on a palette, it will change whatever was painted in that. So that blue there, that greeny turquoise, whatever, if I edit that to say that, notice how it's changed it.
Oh, it's
Happy
purple now.
anniversary.
Yeah, because I edited the preset. So whatever you've painted in that particular colour, once you change the preset, it changes all of it. Mr. Bretson, happy Friday, Paul and Nutters. Thank you for 14 months, Bretson. Hope you're well. M2A2 with 3 years. Hopefully many more to come. Keep up the great work. Thank you for 36 months, M2. Enjoy. Happy Acorn. Let's go with that. So yeah, we can decide what colour later. It's easily done. Just change it. Looks different, doesn't it, when you do that? I wonder what it would be like if we do change the wall tiles to be the second type. Needs more pink. You would say that.
Don't know.
Let's try it. I'm going to try it with one floor. So I don't know what colour this would be. Let's go with that one.
Pink.
Let's go with... It's kind of hard trying to pick a colour with these sliders. You agree it needs more pink? Well, I'm trying to... Let's just try that as white there. One sec. I've got an idea. See if we go... That's a bit of a weird white. And then you would edit this.
Welcome back, Nutter.
It's a lot darker than it looks. doesn't look pink, does it? That's really weird. Look, this color here is not the same as this color here.
Twitch hype?
How do you put miners on foundations? You put Mark 2 on top of foundations that's above a vein also. I've not tried to do it myself, Deskbot. You can put foundations around it, but I don't know if you put the foundations in afterwards or not. Just play around with it. Gen 2s are welcome back. This is weird. The color that you see in the palette just doesn't look the same when it renders into the wall, because I think the wall lighting affects it. So if you're looking at, if you've got like pink light coming in, it makes it look totally different.
Yeah, if you put your torch on that, it's much brighter.
Yeah, exactly. It's completely different to how it is otherwise. That's nice. It looks like a blancmange though.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could basically do like that color.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
No. That one for that. There you go, that gives you a feel for what it would look like if you did white in between and pink on the ground, on the floor level. That looks kind of cool. What do the bottom set of sliders do? What, you mean the palette thing? I think this is like hue, saturation, and luminance, I think. So hue is the color that you want, saturation is how strong you want it, and then luminance is how bright it is. So it's basically a HSL palette. People are mostly used to RGB though. That's the only problem. I think that's what it is anyway. You got it back, Gen 2. That certainly makes the factory look very different. Yeah, there is two colours. Sorry, I didn't explain. This is a separate colour to that, but they're both HSL. The second colour is used on machines that take a second colour. So if I see that second aspect to it there, so you could, for example, have a bright yellow.
Happy anniversary.
Like that. So you can have pink and bright yellow. And when you paint a machine, it will colour it in that stripe, like that. So it's like a main colour and then like a highlight, I think. It would help if they put some labels on it. So if anybody wants to do painting at any points, I'll leave the gun somewhere. Not sure where.
You can leave it at the hub storage.
You can have a pink hub, right? Mr. Blobby spec, exactly.
A pink hub?
Right, so the paint gun and the paint cartridge is in the storage. Wait, there's a hard drive in here.
Welcome to the nut
Did we not
house.
analyse that?
Yep, we unlocked the steel one. But then I found another one.
Yep, let's get it in there. Done. Fun with Yarn. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Fun with Yarn.
There's a dude here?
That's Chrome.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so here's a quirk of the game that we know now. If you join somebody's game and you log out with stuff in your inventory, your body remains there in the game. You have to empty all your inventory and log out for it to disappear.
So we're not kill him and take his stuff.
Rob's already dead, you know that.
Yeah, but it's fun electrifying him face.
Right, so on to more pressing matters. Actually producing things. Top right, we have a milestone for jetpacks, and we've also got oil production to consider.
Can't do the jetpack until we get oil online.
Alright, so I guess we need to figure out how do we extract and move oil.
Have you beaconed a spot for it yet?
Just scanning now.
It's 1,128 meters to the south.
Wow. Yeah, I've got those ones. 2 deposits popping up now.
Yeah.
That's all there is to.
Okay.
Do we
Let's
know
go on a
what
journey.
machine we need to extract it?
I would assume that you need the
Oil pump.
if I can actually access
Yeah,
my
I've
thing.
never seen that Pringle.
Oil pump is what we need.
Yeah, the oil pump is somewhere. There we go. Production. Pump and refinery.
I
Yeah,
think
we
ma-
might have.
Is that
we might
liquid
have-
then?
Yeah.
And do we have to then barrel it or something?
Yep.
So how do we create the barrel? Do you have to build something to barrel it?
Oil refinery, I believe.
Yeah, you got the pump and then the refinery. I think the refinery just makes its own barrels naturally.
We better take a bunch of motors and frames then.
Yeah,
We need the
motors,
heavy frames.
You want some steel pipe and some cable.
It's not the normal frames, it's a heavy version.
Oh dear.
If you've been having trouble with normal frames, I dread to think how many advanced frames you've got.
Well, I made about 700 frames by hand just for the space elevator.
Nutter.
Yeah, on my own one, I'm at the unlock now where I need 500 to get tier 5 and 6 unlocked.
The pump puts in barrels.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Mr. Case, thank you for 15 months of support. Mr. Leonard, 62 months. Gun think you didn't stream last night. Our internet was down. Perfect timing.
Are you guys grabbing all the gear?
Right. Let's just make sure we've got a good supply of stuff. So I've got a few hundred concrete. I've got a few hundred steel pipes. And I've got some reinforced plates.
Grab a load
So-
of cable.
Yeah, if somebody could grab a bunch of cable, that would be useful.
I can grab that as I'm next to it.
What else are we going to need out there?
Reinforced iron,
Yes, I mean, I've got reinforced iron plates.
rods and just normal iron.
Actually, can somebody get some, like, normal iron plates as well?
I'm doing it now.
Oh, we'll need a beacon as well. So we can tag it. Have to make that at the workshop, I think. Refinery converts to plastic rubber fuel. Why is there no workshop around here?
I've got some steel, some concrete, and some cable.
Cup of tea.
Nightmare. And some crumpets, please. Thank you very much, Nightmare. Oh, I can't drive through there. No. I need to get some iron plates. Don't appear to have any. There's loads of them around here somewhere. I think they're in these containers.
I've got iron.
Yeah, I just need a few on me just so I can make stuff. Alright, I guess it would make sense to, whatever slots you've got left, get concrete, because if we have to bridge like a massive gap, we're going to need concrete. And I'd like to make it 2 wide this time and not 1.
I've got loads of iron plates and concrete.
I'll grab some concrete.
Also check your fuel, you need some coal in your tractor.
Oh, actually, I need some more fuel now you said that. Anyone got any? Or where is
No.
it?
You know the truck stop? It's
can
in there.
Yeah, can you grab just a few stacks of that, because I need some too.
I'll drive over and grab it, Jack.
Okay, thanks. I literally just sputtered to death as you said it.
So take one out, sort that, sort that. Don't think we need the power shard, but encased industrial beams. Motors. Manufacturer crafts 3 or 4 parts into another. That's pretty cool.
Welcome back.
Like the advanced assembler. You're in trouble at work, you have a meeting soon, Rescue. Just go in there, no fear, Rescue. What's the worst he can do?
There you go.
No problem.
Just gonna grab a couple more concrete and steel. If I go the right way, that is.
Strators. Strators I need.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Stators, not Strators. Not enough inventory space. Let's see about that. Friends, 100. I'm sure I did a 30-month resub 3 weeks ago, so once again, enjoy the content and keep up the good work. Thanks, friends. You probably did. $25's enough for now. Aki, this is a different save game because the one that we played on the stream wouldn't load into well, it would load, but you couldn't load anybody into it multiplayer. Really odd bug. Hey, we can make fuel out of crude oil. You seen that?
Yeah, I
Yep.
saw that.
And plastic. Cool, nice. Alright, how we doing?
I'm just past the iron ore miners to the south.
Are you off already?
I'm just waiting at the river.
Let me try and
Okay,
find it.
hello to you.
I'm behind you, Paul.
No, I
Oh,
didn't
very
see you at
laggy
all.
for me for a second.
Yeah.
Instead of driving smoothly, my truck keeps jittering around.
Do you reckon we can drive across that lake or not?
I don't know. It looks pretty high on the other side, to be honest.
Well, we shall engineer a solution.
Indeed.
It's kind of weird the way things float on anywhere though.
Yeah.
No supports required. Okay, so this lake's a bit bigger than I thought.
Yeah, you can have a lovely run back for your truck.
I'm grabbing his tractor.
We're just going to pop out just underneath the archway.
Underneath the arches.
It's probably a useful road to have anyway.
We've also got to run power over there.
I'm
That's
so
easy
tempted
enough.
to put a Mark III belt all down the side of it, and then you can just jump on it and fly down here.
That would be amazing.
Just for giggles, even if it's not practical.
Want like one there and one back.
Yeah, just dedicate like one entire lane. Whoops, hang on. Dedicate one entire lane to it.
We've got some laser dogs to the left.
Laser ducks. Is that what they're called?
And that's what I call them. They're the ones that shoot lasers at their face.
There's also a lot of those firefly plants straight ahead.
And more laser dogs straight ahead.
Mr. Refrick, thank you for the biddies. Okay, I'm going to stop here because there's like 3 of these dogs.
Sorry, I have to run you over.
Okay, thanks for running me over, Jack. You can't kill them that way.
Seems to have. Oh no, they got up.
It just knocks them over. I'm not going near those plants and dogs at the same time.
I'm playing relay with
Dark Wolf
tractors.
gonna have cake.
I've only got one of the standard zappers. You guys have got the
That's
bigger
for you.
zappers.
Blue Belladonna, welcome back.
Those are the smaller ones. They're easy enough to kill. You just got to be quick enough.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it on my own.
That's fair. Come on, Sean.
I'm playing relay with 2 tractors, you know.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Yeah, Jack's like driving around, running things over. He's like, come on, Sean, just moving tractors around.
But the thing is, if you're going to go back doubling up, now you're going to leave your truck behind again.
Dave, 201, thank you for Bullseye 50 months, Dave. 50 months on the streets of Widdenham. I subscribed to a British Gentleman 50 months later, I'm still here.
Those ones that were ahead of us.
Thanks for streaming so much and allowing the community to meet you up with you as well. Thank you, Dave. Max Duboski, have a nice rest of Twitch.
Oh, here they come.
Are we taking them on?
Yep.
Don't get near those plants, though. Don't aggro that as well. I'll grab that in a sec. What scumbags? I think they're more fireballs that they shoot, not lasers.
There's a bigger version that I've just recently come across myself, and they shoot like 6 or 7 different lines of laser or fireball or whatever. All at once.
Can we just leave them plants alone?
Yo,
As long as you don't go near them, then yeah.
Let's see where the oil is.
I have bad
79.
experience.
The
with
plants
it.
are right next to it, so we're going to have to deal with the plants. Like, it is literally right next to the oil mine.
Nutter.
M. Brooks, thank you for half a year.
Also, there's another oil 200 to the left.
So annoying, these things.
One chasing you. They're like little Pokemon.
Right, these things here, we can research them. Same with the ones over here.
Yarp. The thing I've noticed about the creatures in this game is if you can get around behind them, they just don't have a chance.
It's just some random pure iron ore here. There's no mine, just a random pure iron ore.
There's a copper just on the other side of the water.
That's a big one.
Like what?
What?
Where I am, one of them ones that spit stuff at you.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
that's the big blue one. It
Ooh.
fires multiple.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I've never seen one of these.
One wandered over to me earlier when I was playing on my own. And I was like, that looks like the little yellow dude. It's a lot bigger.
It keeps running off, though. Sorry, Jack, I think I hit you then.
It's fine.
Well, get the thing off it.
What did it drop?
Does he not? I don't know. He should drop something.
I don't see anything
Just
here.
drops
Yeah,
all
it's Mercer
guns.
Sphere.
He didn't drop anything. Let's come back.
Yeah. I picked it up. It was just all guns.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Same as the little ones.
Lots to research anyway. There's quite a few.
M. Brooks, thank you for half a year.
random pure ores around without an actual mine on them.
If you need healing, there's some nut things over here.
Tasty beryl nuts.
Okay. So I guess what we can do is like pumping out the ground and there's space over here to like refine it or whatever.
Do you want to grab the other one as well? There's another one 200 to the... Yeah, just there by you, Sean.
Okay.
Anyone got a beacon on them?
Yeah.
We can't really lose them, can we? It's across the lake on our bridge.
No,
Wait,
but
what
it's
did
always
that-
handy to beacon things. I've got loads of cable on my truck if you need it for the oil well.
Okay, it's now beaconed up.
Awesome.
We need 10 cable, 3 motors, and 2 heavy frames.
Oh, well, I've got like 1,000 cable in my truck.
If I have... Oh, the only thing I need is 2 heavy modular frames. I've got everything else.
I don't have those.
Heavy modular frame. 90 screws, 5 modular frames. Oh boy.
We've got loads of concrete.
Wow, I can just about make 90 screws.
Sean, why is there a random stack of concrete here?
Because I had to drop some stuff because I couldn't make anything.
Oh boy,
Okay.
that's only one.
I'll put it in the truck.
Yikes.
Thank you.
Radley, plane's still about 9 p.m. Where's modular frame? There it is. I need 6 iron rod. There you go.
Awesome.
Now, we're going to need refineries as well.
Are you going to
That
put them
means more
here,
heavy
Roasted?
modular frames. And I don't know what the ratios are at all.
Paul, there's 2 heavy frames here if you want to pick them up.
Awesome.
Are you going to stick a pump on the other oil deposit just over the water?
Don't think not yet. Let's just try and get one up and running. I'm gonna run back and lay some power cables.
Well, we need a second ramp, second corridor making on the ramp. And we need power cables down here.
You guys not got Mark II power poles yet?
I don't believe so.
Didn't even
I
know
think
there was.
that comes with the oh, what's it called? That stuff that begins with a C, this Carterum or something.
Oh, Caterium.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've not mined that.
right.
Jack, do you have any concrete in the truck?
Yeah, tons. Like over 1,000 on me as well.
Let's put this
Do you
down
want me to lay some cables?
so we can see what the ratios are.
Poles?
No, it's just for the foundations. For the second lot.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, I can do that.
Just drop me some. I'm running back that way anyway.
Let's let you drive, and I'll build them as you go,
I'm just gonna
or
go
as
and
I go.
lay some power poles down.
What do we want to make with this refinery? Plastic, fuel, or rubber?
Couldn't hurt to have all 3, to be honest.
Well, we need 3 refineries if you want to do that.
Can we do plastic first?
Mouse gun. My mouse on my desktop's disappeared. This is inconvenient.
Quick, feed it some cheese.
Well, it means I can't do things on my desktop because I've got no mouse. Alright, this is chucking out 240 crude per minute when it's online. I don't know what the refinery's going to take.
Come here.
Wow.
What's that?
30.
My truck is in the
60.
sea.
Oh
30.
god, not again.
It like rubber banded and then like flew away from me.
I'm guessing it's deep here because I can't even see it.
Okay, so the good news is one pump can generate enough oil for many refineries.
Oh, yeah, I don't even see it down there. Oh no, wait, there it is. It's gone under.
I've picked up the majority of it.
Oh dear.
I don't like the
You put
way
a
you
ramp on
can't
the
make
side of
triangular
the,
pieces in this
thing.
game, though. So you end up with these, like, very hard edges.
Thank you.
I wonder if a storage container... Is that going to chuck out barrels?
I'm starting to think it may be worth putting walls along the side because these tractors are lagging.
Does the pump chuck out barrels of oil, do you know?
I would assume so.
So we can put it into storage.
I don't know for sure, but I would assume so.
Just put a normal wall up, Jack. It's a lot cheaper to make.
Yeah, I was just thinking of something.
They do less but need multiple barrels. It's just that I like buffering the output of a mine
Weird
before we
that
then
the
do something
catwalk
with
is
it.
under the organization tab.
What am I building? Iron rod. Let's see. 240 a minute. We can't even belt that. Or can we? 120, Mark 3, 270. It's got to be Mark 3. I'm thinking we go that way with the refineries. Yeah, that would make sense because there's another one over there. And that way, we can build that way, but we can't really build that far that way.
Welcome back.
But then the refineries are facing the wrong way. Whereas if they were this way, they're heading back towards where we want to take them. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get Mark 4 built fairly soon.
Are you going to run a conveyor down the side of this bridge we've made?
I think you probably should assume that you'll need 3 wide road. 1 will be used entirely for belts and 2 for transport.
Okay, that's fine.
I wouldn't put them. Okay. Can I suggest you put the one on the other side? Only because we can widen it this way, but we've got this island in the way. I don't know what's further down though.
That's a pain.
Well, I'll leave it to you. Just make it 3 wide.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
Have you put those in so we have windows?
Yeah, basically. I didn't want to spoil the view.
I wish they put lighting in the game.
That is one incredible looking world right there. And who wants to spoil it with a big metal wall?
It's true. It's like Avatar though. It's beautiful but deadly.
Yeah. I love these random arches everywhere too.
Don't want to build that way. I just know it'll bite us later. But I guess... Actually, I've got an idea. We'll build a factory here, but we'll take the oil down the side and then bring it round the back. Something like that. And we'll go vertical.
Sure, did you take my truck when you left?
Nope.
Welcome back.
Oh, okay.
There's another truck here.
Yeah, it's just I thought that one was mine. Now I'm confused. Oh no, this one's mine.
If only you could paint them, eh?
I know.
Well, good news is it pumps it out in barrels.
Oh, my fuel tank appears to be empty. Do these trucks stay on? Do you actually have to turn them off when you get out?
You can't turn them off.
They don't burn fuel when you get out. Jonathan Briggs, thank you for gifting us up to Raidley. Welcome back, Raidley. Thank you very much, Jonathan. 23 months as well. I have one more for 2 years. Keep up the great content. I like the trucking diaries, so it's a yes from me, lol. Thank you very much. Wow, that's flying out. Look at that. Oh, my life.
Damn, that's fast.
Okay, production, refinery.
Welcome back.
We're at like 330 on the power.
330 out of 400.
Yep.
Okay, I smell an expansion coming.
I really wish you could jump out of the water.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That's a good idea, Paul.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because there's actually another oil on the east over there, so I thought later on we're going to want to bring that in. So if we build it this way, we can, like, just take the barrels down this way and then bring resources backwards to where we want it to go.
Yeah.
It seemed a bit more logical.
I'm thinking it may be worth putting another storage container on top, taking it from the top.
Well, at the moment the inputs are all at ground level. I mean, I don't mind either way. But if you want to do that, you better do it now. Then I'll move all these walls.
It's up to you. We can see if the container can hold it. If not, we can split it and take it into another container.
It depends how quickly we use it, I guess. It's only meant to be a buffer anyway.
Yeah. I've set it up to make plastic first because we need that more than anything.
I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. I am going to reverse what I just did. Okay, Sean, I agree with you. Put another container on top.
Okay.
Because I just realised what goes wrong with this design. Yeah. You live and learn. It's your 29-month, Ridley. Nice.
Do you have any Mark II stuff on you, Paul?
Mark II, we're using 3, aren't we?
Well, I can't. I ain't got the stuff to make it to go up to the next level.
Oh. Yeah, but we need Mark III belt.
Natter.
Which is the... yeah, you're going to need the reinforced iron, whatever it's called. Steel bars.
Yep.
There's some steel bars in the truck that's right by the ramp, which I'm guessing is Paul's truck.
Yeah, because mine's on the other side of the river.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Right then. So I presume we're going to belt downwards.
Did you find them? John?
Yeah.
Ernie McCracken, thank you
have
for
to come
45
down
months.
and around
Judge
in it,
Jeff,
isn't it?
57. NXM with 30. Sorry, what?
That boat's going to have to come down and swing around here and go in.
Well, if you think about this, we're going to have to split it between multiple refineries because it chucks out way quicker than any refinery can take.
Yep.
So we're going to have to get it on the ground. I've run out of concrete. We have to get it on the ground and split it.
You've got yourself a separate road just for the conveyor belts now. Do you need some concrete? I think I've still got some. Cool.
Yeah, I do. There's some in the back of my truck as well, I think.
Jack, you on the other side of the river?
I'm on the same side Paul's on.
Do you lose the contents of the conveyor when it's deleted? No, it goes into your backpack, and if there's not enough space in your backpack, it'll drop a box on the floor with it in. You never lose it. I assume this is mine.
Where'd you go?
I'm back to my truck.
Ah, I just picked up the concrete. Bring it to you.
I didn't know where you was. You said you was where Paul was, but I didn't see you.
Hang on, I'll chuck it in the truck.
You can just put it on the floor, just drag it out. Applied for the convoy. North. There you go. Sniffer, early shift finished and squirrel on already. Good times. Thanks, Sniffer.
So that comes out of the oil well, goes into storage, then around the wall, then into the refinery.
Oh, it's going to go into the splitter, and then it's going to split into... There's going to be, like, at least 3 refineries here.
Right, okay.
Because if you have a look at the input on this, it says 30 barrels a minute, and that pump is chucking it at 270, I think, 240. So this can't take whatever that's chucking out. We're going to need more than one of these.
You'll have to clock it, overclock it.